Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are all doing well. My name is Tank. This is the IBC Gang channel. We are rugging Joe today. We're burning bridges because he knew that we were going live. And so, yeah, I'm just having fun. Anyway, guys, hopefully I can entice these fellas to come and hang out with us and shoot the breeze, I would say, and discuss what's going on within the Cosmos ecosystem, within the crypto space, within actually the whole financial section of the world, which is everything. I guess it's actually everything. You can't really like separate things. First and foremost, though, I want to give a humongous shout out to all of you guys. You guys are things that matter most. Don't let anybody ever mistreat you or make you feel differently. You guys are what makes all of this go around. Without you guys, again, none of it works. So again, if you are ever feeling mistreated, unappreciated, or whatever, make sure that you guys give them the middle finger. Come hang out here with the IBC gang because we love you long time. Me love you long time. And it costs you absolutely nothing to be supportive. I know I'll support you. Cost me nothing to support you. So, support the people that support you and vice versa, guys. Me love you long time, GI. Stay for a little while. Come sit on lap. I don't know why I said it like that. That's really weird. Scratch that. Second shout out to, if you guys don't know, Cosmos Spaces. Cosmos Spaces is our preferred validator of choice here within the Cosmos ecosystem for the IBC Gang channel. They are who we choose, like Pikachu and Pokemon, right? We choose you, IBC Gang. Cosmos Spaces to be our preferred dedicated validator of choice. Guys, not only are they great validators within the Cosmos ecosystem, but they also run relayers and they're very engaged with the community. A lot of their members work within different platforms found in the Cosmos ecosystem to better push this space forward. So, guys, support the people again who support you because the partnership and the relationship that we have professionally between the IBC Gang and Cosmos Spaces is one that is more beneficial. I should say, is beneficial to you guys than it is us. I get nothing from it. Nothing, absolutely nothing from it at all. Partnering with them, I just partner with people who I believe are trying to do good things. And the way that it's beneficial to you guys is every other Thursday, not this Thursday, next Thursday, we actually have community game days for the Cosmos ecosystem where we invite the entire Cosmos ecosystem as a whole. Doesn't matter where you are in the space. If you're a Cosmos Hub Maxi with your Juno developer or community, your Junonaut, whatever they want to call themselves, Osmosian, secret agent, blah 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 blah. You guys can come hang out with us live when we go on Twitch and play marbles on stream, where we just hang out with the community, play a totally by chance gravity-based game, and the top 3 winners could possibly win some free crypto and NFTs, thankfully from Cosmos Spaces. So again, guys, Cosmos Spaces is the one providing those rewards and NFTs for you guys. Way more beneficial for you guys, right? They're putting up the rewards, the crypto value, guys, real value, NFTs, real value for absolutely free. All you have to do is just hang out, be part of the community. Don't talk about it, be about it, God fun it, right? I still don't know why this hasn't taken off. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. B-Bands. Listen, Rama and Robo chatting in spaces for hours, patching things up. Hooray for the community. Good for them. Good for them. I would actually invite them if they want to do it publicly. Well, they're already doing it on their space. If they want to join, though, later, you guys can come and join. Everybody can come and join. Just let me know. I'll give you the links. This is supposed to be an open roundtable. It could just be me as a talking head. I will say, motherfuckers already know that I'll be going live all the time at this time. Y'all trying to rug me. No, I'm just joking. I love my brothers and sisters throughout the community. It doesn't matter. Everybody does their own efforts. I support them. What's up, Mitts? B-Bands, like I said, shout out to B-Bands and Gelato team. B-Bands works with the Gelato team and Rack FM. They put out content as well pretty regularly. That's good that Rama and him are patching it up. I go live, though, so I'm going to go live like I do here. We're going to talk about what's happening in the markets. Obviously, if we don't get some people in here who want to join, we're going to talk about the markets like we always do. We're trying to keep it short and sweet today. I think there's some things that we need to talk about for sure, but we're going to try to keep it short and sweet unless people want to come and talk about the Cosmos ecosystem. Chicken Tacos in the house. What's up, Chicken Tacos? Chicken Tacos, if you want to join, let me know. I'll send you a message in here as well. Look at this. Different colors of reds. I guess it looks like the same color. Look at this. My Ohio State mug. My Gracie Baja shirt. Hat. Look at I'm matching today. Look at me, I'm matching. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get chicken tacos up in here. Chicken tacos, I'm gonna send you a message with the link here in on the stream. On the stream. Whisper. Bada bing, bada boom. Welcome to the room, my friend. There you go. Sent you the link. It does match. It matches really well. Guys, I'm gonna do a quick wrap while we're waiting for our friends to join us. I'm gonna do something really fun. So I've ordered a blanket for the pull-out bed, the guest bed, my office bed. That is gonna be a crypto-related blanket and pillowcases. And then I ordered some signs and stuff. I gotta make the background a little bit more fun. I think I gotta make the background a little bit more fun. Let me get chicken tacos up in here. Chicken tacos, what's up, man?
Yo, what's
What's up,
up?
brother? How you doing today, man?
Oh man, I'm stiff as a board.
What? Working too.
Oh no, I was working on the truck yesterday all day.
Nice.
I,
But
I'm stiff,
guys,
stiff as a bull.
look at his PFP right there. Look at that maneki.
Yes,
Look at that maneki.
beautiful.
That's a beautiful little kitty cat.
I also got it on my coaster for my the coffee is sitting on.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I need one of those.
Send,
Send me. How much would it cost for you to make one and ship it to me? Let me know and I'll send it to you. I need one.
just send me a picture.
Send me any one of them. From really? You
Yeah,
can do any one of them that I send you. Like
yeah,
so, if I have my okay, cool. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send the one that I have.
just send me a picture.
Nice. And you know what? I was talking about pictures. I know I'm kind of ranting right now, but you know the Maneki. Um, Here, actually, I'll just show it to you guys. If you guys have never seen this before, let me go real quickly to the
Gotta switch
Maneki.
sides.
Let me go here.
My
Boom.
coffee arm's interfering with my microphone.
Oh no, you can't do that, dude. Coffee's more
That's
important for sure. Coffee, coffee, coffee.
mhm, definitely needed.
Key.
Oh.
There you go. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about real quick here. Oh, let's check this out. Check this out. Let me see if I can screen share real fast. Uh,
Uh,
yeah, it's kind of stretched out, but you see this Maneki picture. This was like their original branding picture and stuff like that. I'm gonna put
oh
that.
yeah,
I'm gonna put that as a poster,
that would
like
be awesome.
yeah, a really big poster in the background there. I'm actually thinking about paying extra to actually have like the cat's neon logoed, like the outline of it around it, and then like the
Mm.
Maneki Cosmos kind of like also neon traced, I guess, whatever, with lighting.
Be
Like,
almost cool if you broke that up into like three canvases.
yeah, and put it like staggered.
Yeah, like three
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
five, like an odd number. It'd be an odd number, like maybe five. Like when you could get the koi in there, and then each maneki.
That would be pretty cool. Actually, I might do that. But I like the neon thing too.
Yeah,
I got just got to make the background a little bit better.
just
What's
make
up,
them
Mitz?
both. Just make them both.
Make them both. Yeah, just might as well. Who cares, right? Uh, cool. All right, guys. We might get joined with more people here in a little bit. Again, not to take away from our friends, like B Band said, we do have the Rack FM crew talking with Rama and Robo. I'm not going to get into all that drama, but you guys know for a while there was a little bit of a whatever. It seems like they're patching it up now, which is good. Which is good, right? Also, I think Joe, Cosmos DeFi, was putting on a space again. So, like, I like to spread out the information of water in the desert. It's not all about me. If other, like, I might not be entertaining or might not be your cup of tea. I like to share and promote my friends and the people who are putting out content within the Cosmos ecosystem as well. I like to give out the information of water while we're in the desert. If I got my mouth wet, guys, I don't care. I'm not going to be that guy that just hoards it all up. So, just letting you guys know they do have spaces out there. I was trying to rug Joe, to be honest with you. And have him and Timmy and a bunch of other people come join this live stream so we could talk about some things for a little bit within the Cosmos ecosystem. But hey, right? They're doing their thing and I'm going to support them 100%. Ooh, let me get that burp out of there. Yeah, let's go ahead. Like, guys, hold on one second. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Let's go ahead and jump on in to the topic of today. And that is what the hell is going on within the financial part of the world, or I guess it's just, I keep saying that, but it's like really one and the same chicken tacos. It's like
Yeah,
financially, like the economics of the world, like make things turn. Like your businesses that you like, the stuff that you like to do on your free time and all that stuff, like all of that is directly affected by what's happening out there on a global scale as far as the economy goes. And like that's why we always cover what's happening, you know, at least for us, and I know the US is not the only market, right? But it's a huge market. But that's why we cover the traditional muggle markets all the time. And with that being said, I do want to go ahead and take a look real quickly with you guys. The traditional muggle market. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick, guys. Bada bing, bada boom. We got it up here. Right now, the Dow Jones Index. Again, we're taking a look at things on the daily time frame using market cipher as our favorite oscillator and indicator tool of choice. Excuse me. It's up actually 0.31%. So all not too bad. It's up by basically $100-ish, a little bit more than that for the Dow Jones Index on the daily time frame. And still, like we were saying before, guys, like if you just look at this, you know, we're in stair stepping kind of momentum movement right now on the higher time frames. You can see that being illustrated like this here. And one thing that I just want to point out to you guys, I know it sounds like a broken record, but it's the thing that's the most important is I do want you guys to always keep in mind this as we're trending to the upside. Again, look at this trend line that we've been setting, right? As we're trending to the upside, the momentum or the effort that it takes to sustain that upwards momentum does start tapering off. Like it does start getting cut in half, and you can see it easily being represented here. This is not extremely accurate. Again, I just eyeballed this. You guys saw me doing that in real time, but you can see this big first step that we make here, right? And then the next step that we make is cut basically in half almost, and then it gets smaller and smaller every single time we're trying to make that next leg up. Like as you guys can see here, each step gets broken in half, and just expect that as we're kind of going through this volatile time right now, as far as like the global economy, right? Like it's much more than just the US. Like we got to take a look at the bigger picture on a macro like view stance or viewpoint from and that stance. We can't get caught up looking at just the US, you know, just how maybe crypto or traditional markets are doing. You have to look at the entire picture to get a better grasp and understanding of what possibly we could be dealing with going forward. Because again, I really always thought it was funny, and Chicken Talk was chime in here whenever you want. I thought it was always really funny, especially over the past 2 years, when everybody was always saying like, you know, the crypto market only being correlated or being tightly correlated to the Nasdaq, which I get, right? It's tech heavy, crypto's tech, blah blah blah. But like the same liquidity that's in the traditional markets, like the indexes, in the stock exchanges, not just, you know, it could be Canada, it could be Japan, it could be any one of the Europe's, you know, stock exchange, it could be the US. But all of their indexes, all of them is the same liquidity that's in on the crypto market. It's not just the liquidity that's in the Nasdaq, right? So I always thought it was really funny, curious to me that people would always like conveniently leave that section out, like only talk about things on a more like hyper focused, smaller scope than like the bigger picture, grander scope of things, like right, the grander view. Like guys, all of it's correlated. The same money that's in the markets or the same money that's in the crypto markets right now. The crypto markets is a very, especially here in the US, is a very, very
Scary thing.
yeah, it's a very, very
Scary
risky,
right now.
scary place to be. And
I think it'll
as
be
an
okay.
investor, what you do when you're in these kind of scenarios is you move it to less scarier places. It's pretty common sense, right? And so people are moving it to first and foremost, like investment ideas or investment opportunities that are in these indexes. I'm not going to tell you guys in you know specifically which ones you should get because none of this is financial. It's just food for thought, right? But they're moving it as investors, not just retail investors. I'm talking like in the entire scope as like the definition of investors, home offices, you know, sovereign wealth, all this stuff. Like investors, like real investors, they are moving their money to where it is going to be better protected so it doesn't lose value over time. I'm talking about their whole portfolio and or could possibly hopefully gain value, right? Like that's our whole job as an investor is to be in a position to build our portfolio or at least protect it while we're going through some volatile, crazy times. And right now we're definitely going through some crazy times, but Chicken Talk, let's add on to that if you like.
I've always kind of seen like a inverse correlation with DXY. I've never really like looked at euro and seen if that also seems to go along with it. But it seems like whenever the DXY moves up, crypto goes down.
Yep.
And kind of an inverse relation there.
Yep.
I was just checking out PAAS, and that's looking like pretty good.
But I've been again. I wasn't gonna say this because again, none of this is financial advice.
Some of that today,
dude. I've been telling you guys, PAAS. Let me show you guys here, guys. Right now, Like if you let me go off the daily time frame and just let's take a look at this on the weekly. It's
It
a
looks
much better
pretty
picture, right?
good.
Look at
Looks
this.
pretty good.
This is phenomenal right now. Under the 200 SMA, like guys, the range that it could find itself coming back up, and it's got to these highs. Again, we're on the weekly time frame right now. From 2008, we got to a high of $42.51. 2011 again did it again, just about that price. Just underneath that, it happened in 2020 to 2021. So again, guys, showing real possibility, real strength, not like flashes in the pan where it's like speculative. Again, if you guys don't know, this is Pan American Silver Corporation. Uh, it's not just a silver play. And again, I'm not trying to talk you guys into this. Again, please understand this is not me giving you guys financial advice, but people that watch the channel know that I've been talking about this. I got into this once before, got out already in profits and stuff like that. When we got this previous test on the rejection point that we were in before, and now coming back down, like I'm just looking to rinse and repeat, guys.
Yeah.
I will.
I'm gonna get a piece of that action.
Yeah, look at these zones. Here's for me personally. I'm just sharing with you guys personally where these zones are for me. Long term. This is long term thinking for me, guys. You guys know I like to split things up into fours, right? Look, all these white lines here. First buy zone, boom, right here, 1540. We're just above it right now. Next one is going to be 1044, 610, and then 246. I would not like guys, even if this dips all the way down to 246. I'm telling you, I would not lose my conviction over it because PS, like you got to do some fundamental research on your positions, right? It's not just a silver play. Look into it, guys. They you get exposure to like conductors and like all these other
Mm,
indirect things like
chips.
chip manufacturing and stuff like
Chips.
that. Like guys, if AI is what it is,
Skynet.
Skynet, you gotta be thinking about how do I get into things that are like indexes, and it give me more exposure than just one thing. Like if I was to buy gold, right? I'm just buying gold. Like gold has more, like gold is found in everything,
Mm,
like a lot of electronics and stuff like that. But really, like you're just exposing yourself. You like so if you're gonna get into like precious metals, make sure you're getting into an option that gets you exposure into that precious metal, sure, but also can expand outwards as well. So yeah.
thing I like
Uh,
on that chart, if you look from the was it 2016 there on the weekly?
mhm.
I was looking on 6 hour, but on the weekly there, and then you go over to about 2020, and then to where we are now. That's a nice upward trend line on the bottoms
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So
Look at this right here. Boom.
yep,
That's an easy.
there you go.
You're testing it right now. So again, you're
Yep.
testing the previous resistance and or support in the past. You're testing, which all just kind of again, you got to know what's happening out there fundamentally. Like I've always said this many times, right? Be a fundamentalist, learn TA, obviously, right? But like if the fundamentals line up with the TA, which in my opinion, it just does. I could be wrong, right? But that's why it's called investing. You know, it's
Mhm.
you
You don't
educated
always bat
investing.
100.
Yeah, and that's
You
why we
don't always
DCA.
bat 100.
Yeah, that's why we DCA and stuff like that, just to minimize risk. But like, look how it's all kind of like meeting together. Look at this upwards trend line, right? On averages, right here, meeting up with previous past support and resistance. Like it just, guys, it looks good. It looks really good to me. I know Chad was talking about this as well. Hey, shout outs to Garling. Thank you so much for that follow. Really appreciate you. Um, let's go ahead and jump on into a couple of other things. So the Dow Jones up, like we said, about 0.31%. We're on the weekly. Well, let's go back to the daily right now. We're still above the 200 SMA. We're still above our trend line right here. We're in a wedge pattern of sorts. We did come up into the wedge pattern. We have one touch, two touches, three touches, four touches. Is the fifth up and out past this line of resistance? We're underneath it right now. If you guys can't see that, just barely. We're testing it right now. But if we actually do break above it, guys, I'm going to show you guys our next points of resistance going forward. That way you can consider taking profits, never telling you guys what to do. At least consider always taking profits, right? Because they could be taken from you as quickly as they're given sometimes. But if we come up, expect 34 to 39 to be resistance. Again, that's just another average of previous resistance in the past. And then if we break up above that, use it as a springboard of support and we project ourselves back upwards with more price appreciation. Take a look at 35,525. That's going to be obviously our cycle highs. Again, it's going to be I think the traditional market Dow Jones is looking fucking good. It looks good. Looks really good. Thank you, Chicken Dolls. Yeah. If you guys want to know more, explanation 4x4 shows you the 4x4 DCA strategy. Explain that a lot better. And then the 200 SMA strategy. For the sake of today's conversation, I'm not going to show it to you guys or explain it. I'm just going to show it to you guys here. The next level, if everything goes to hell in a handbasket for whatever reason, we start cutting back down. I'm watching first and foremost previous average lows, which is 29,572. Our previous 200 SMA strategy zone that we were looking at as a point of interest, which is 27,638. And then our new average, this is 20 years of price data telling us where the floor should take place, not where the floor is, but where the floor should take place is right around 25,496, guys. Take a look real quickly at market cipher B though, just to look at the momentum waves and RSIs. RSI is clearly pointing upwards, positive money flow. Looking good, guys. Looking good. NASDAQ is up almost a whole percent, 0.95%. Market cipher B with these anchor waves and trend lines, RSIs, guys. You can see we still have a very massive trend line for anchor or sell pressure. The anchor waves right here, these anchors to the downside is what represents sell pressure. As you can see, we're clearly away from that right now. Deep in green, which is positive money flow being represented here in the lower bar. Positive money flow can be seen on these momentum waves with the green color, negative being red colored here. You can see that we are creating mountain range highs, and we are creating this strong support here for the trend line of support on the bottom side of it. 1 second, chicken tacos, and I would love to have you chime in again. Again, looking at market cipher A, which houses the regular candlesticks. Again, we're using Japanese Heikin-Ashi candles because that's what market cipher likes to use. Again, same thing as the Dow Jones right now. We're in a very good trend to the upside. You can see we're making these weird, kind of janky Dr. Seuss stair-stepping movements right here, right? We had our low, next step up, and now we kind of projected ourselves up. Hopefully we go sideways. Like, I honestly would love for us to just go sideways here for a little while, laying down a good foundation level layer of support so that we can build that next step up and not make it really weak like this step here. This was good. We did appreciate, but again, like I said, unless we go sideways, unless we kind of cool down, get our second win with liquidity with these investors, unless we show some real support for this price level, investors are going to get scared. They're going to get nervous. We have appreciated quite a bit over a relatively short amount of time. So unless we actually concretely lay down a support layer here and get people more confident on the structure of the price action going forward, again, I don't think that would be a good thing if we just kind of skyrocket again to the next level of resistance, which again, just mind you, is going to be previous resistance that we had in the past, right around $15,000. You can see that being easily represented by this yellow line right here. So we're looking at it right now on our previous recent rejection level. We're holding up as support on it, using it as a springboard of support. Look, if you zoom in, you can kind of see that we came down, hit it, bounced off of it. That's looking really good. I would like to see, again, just see us kind of like zone sideways through this, kind of ping pong in between support and resistance, going sideways here. Seeing what happens with the next Fed meeting, seeing what happens with inflation, seeing what happens with the global markets. I think, if we can do that, traditional markets, the NASDAQ index and the rest of the indexes, man, like I know a lot of you guys in the Cosmos ecosystem and our crypto people have really just been hyper focused on what's happening in the crypto market. But again, God fund it, I'm telling you guys, the reason why we talk so much about the traditional legacy markets is because I made so much money, guys. While we were going through a bear market, again, like we were saying earlier on, you got to look at other opportunities. This has been keeping me so entertained and so profitable and so engaged. And like a lot of people, and I'm not like saying anything one way or another, like please don't take this the wrong way, but a lot of people who put out content have solely and only been talking to you guys about crypto shit that has really just wrecked people left and right. Really has. And so like, I'm not tooting myself, or I'm not tooting my own horn or tooting myself. What the fuck was that? I'm not tooting myself. I didn't fart, guys. I promise. Maybe I will later.
Did I cough?
No. I'm saying I said something weird. I said I'm not tooting myself. I'm not tooting my own horn. Toot. No. Yeah, but for real, toot. Like we've been showing you guys this stuff, guys. The traditional markets, these index charts, like are phenomenal. Like if you just take a look at the lows where we DCA'd into this. By the way, the 200 DCA strategy, our 4x4 DCA strategy with our 200 SMA strategy, we fucking nailed this. And look at right now, you're in the most profitable position since, And this one, I am tooting my horn. You're in the most profitable position you've ever been in. If you've been watching this show and kind of really listening and maybe took things literally, I'm not giving you financial advice. I never told you guys what to do any at all. But if you guys were listening, again, we with $5,000 on each one of these index funds, if you were listening to what I was saying and doing the same exact things, you could have flipped that 5,000 in less than half a year into 30,000, 60 grand between 2 out of 3 of these indexes, and killed a lot of people. Did die for that stuff, not die, but that's what they work for all year. All year, guys, you're up 37%. Consider taking profits. Not saying that we're not going to keep going. Hit that triple plus play though. I am tooting my own horn right now. Like, that is what separates the IBC gang within the Cosmos ecosystem between everybody else. Everybody else. I love everybody else too. Fine. Do your content. Everybody has their own strengths. They all provide different values. That's not mine though. I don't make pre-recorded videos very well. I don't do interviews very well, apparently. All this stuff. But I do is I make money. And I like to think that I'm a voice of reason. But yeah, so anyway, enough tooting my horn there.
Sanity
Guys,
check.
yeah,
You're good
like
at that. You're
yeah,
good at that.
it is a reality check, man. Like this, I
Yeah.
always say I'm a conservative degen. I like making money. I hate losing money. And I don't like seeing other people lose as well. But at the same time, as an investor, yeah, I do. So like, it's a weird, rough spot, man. I
Yeah.
got to be the wolf, and other people are fearful and dying and bleeding. Like, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. Just don't let me, guys, watch the channel. Don't be one of the meals.
Don't be my exit liquidity.
Yeah. We share it. We share it all the damn time.
Yeah. I was just doing a little bit of analysis on Bitcoin here on
Yeah.
the daily time frame. I know we're still in the traditional markets, but
Yeah, let's run through it real fast, and then I would love to get your take on things. We're on the Russell right now, daily time frame, guys. If you guys are seeing, we broke above the resistance line that we were showing you guys on the daily time frame. This red line here, quite like we did it massively, guys. We were showing you guys the support line, wick lows. We charted out the average support that it was sitting on, which was 173.88. Again, guys, if you guys took some positions here just based on what we were showing you guys on average from that position to here in the last 9 days, you're up 7%. Traditional legacy markets, that's massive. We're coming up to the next level of resistance, which is going to be right around 188.87 if we keep this trend up. But even as we've come up to that, guys, even as we glance to it, remember, take profits because we don't need to touch things exactly, right? This is all averages. So be on the lookout for that, though. Let's take a look at market cipher B. Rounding RSIs. Back in the positive money flow, just barely. We're on a trend line upwards. We got 50-50 averages here, so we're leaving it up there, seeing what happens over long term. SPX, same thing, slight trend line to the upside with the RSIs, momentum waves and whatnot. We do show the other day we had a red sell signal, which did get canceled out. Now the RSIs are pointing upwards, still in the positive money flow. You can see market cipher A. Traditional candles, Japanese candlesticks, traditional charting. You can see that we are coming up to our next level of resistance here, which we've been showing you guys for quite a long time, 4,316. That's that level of resistance. Should probably hold up as resistance because it did in the past. It was also support in the past as well. So going to be a significant level going forward. As we make these stair-stepping movements, make sure that you're always taking profits because that's what it's all about. Be fucking winners, guys. Let's move on from that because right now, again, this it looks tremendous, guys. We fucking nailed this. Well, real quick, 90-90 booby stick your head and do it again. Old 200 SMA strategy. You literally nailed the bottom on this, right? So from this point to where we are right now, you're in the most profitable position ever. If you are watching this channel and you were in on any one of these indexes, 2 out of 3, because we did not hit the Dow Jones and we told you guys that, but we fucking nailed the NASDAQ. We nailed the SPX. That's up 24.58% right now. That's 240 days, guys. That's massive. That's massive gains. Massive gains, especially in the market structure that we're in right now. Don't tell me that there's not money-making opportunities to be had. There is. I'm sorry you guys weren't seeing the big full screen there, but there definitely has been. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It looks freaking beautiful. Let's go on. DXY real quickly because Chicken Talk was talking about the DXY. again, it's only a matter of time. I think we've been challenging through 104.63, and again, we've been ping ponging off 101.1. We've been sharing this chart for a long time as well, not moving anything. You're seeing the 200 SMA round back down. You're seeing ourselves ping pong between support and resistance here. Bing, 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 bing. I think even if we just go sideways here, eventually, like I've been saying for a long time, I think we do falter and we come back down and test 94 on the DXY. I do think, and again, I've put my neck out on the chopping block a long time ago when I said this as well, and I could get wrecked, but I actually do think on the weekly time frame, if you take a look at the DXY, right? Actually, let me go to the monthly. This is easier. This is the monthly DXY. Look, you can see I've been charting this for a long time. We have multi-year downtrends, 5-year uptrends, multi-year downtrends, 5-year uptrends. Each one of these uptrends were 5 years. We've been in an uptrend for multiple years for the first time ever with the DXY. But if things don't necessarily repeat themselves but rhyme, what's more than likely going to happen, guys? After an uptrend, we go into a downtrend. And the downtrend lasts longer than our uptrend. So we've been in an uptrend since 2008 to 2023. It's about time. Now, some things might change. And I've actually been changing entertaining, changing my thought and thesis and my overview on what might happen for the dollar. I actually do think that there's a way that the dollar regains strength. Be fucking crazy. But for the sake of this conversation, I'll tell you guys this on Monday. I don't want to go too long. I really do think, and it really is a strong possibility that this actually happens. Long term for our economy would not be great, right? We're just putting off the inevitable. Yeah, for what we really need to do, we do need to kill the dollar. We need to kill our economy entirely in order for us to actually get back to a healthy position. But what's the chances of them actually doing? They're probably going to kick the can and keep doing these bad habits that we've been doing for a long period of time. I'll get into this on Monday stream because I don't want to do it for a long time. But let's just say that doesn't happen because we gotta entertain both sides of the conversation, right? If we're just looking at this and we go into a downtrend which lasts longer than the uptrends, I do think we're going to be in a multi-year downtrend that's not going to just be straight down like this. But I do think that we can eventually lead ourselves all the way down to 59.43. I really do think that could happen. I just want to point out a couple of things. We're on the 100%. Monthly time frame. If you guys see right here, red X. I know you guys can barely see that. Red X, first one. Red X. Guys, we just had our first red X. We might be here and here.
What's that? A percentage move down?
The percent moved down on the monthly.
Like from 81 to 87, and then from like 2001 to 2008.
Super good. Super good. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that real quick. This is how we actually got that percent move. That's actually, I'm glad you brought that up. We eyeballed it, but let's go from the top of this red X monthly candle to the bottom, the absolute bottom. That was 46.22% until we actually bottomed out. We saw the worst of it, right? 46.22. This one, I'm just eyeballing it, to where we bottom out was right around 38.72. So let's just say 39. Something
40
like that.
Overall.
39 half, maybe.
About 40. A 41 average so far.
Yeah, so when we got that, right? Look at that.
Woof.
This is
right there.
It's about this is 42.5. But like again, I give myself a little bit extra breathing room, right? But it's right there. It's on average. Right it's all about averages.
It's averages.
Yep.
And you notice how the tops are descending.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yep.
Ish.
Yep.
So and the bottoms are descending as well.
So that's what I think. And there's not to say there's not going to be recoveries and some volatility to the upside and downside here. There is going to definitely be. There might be janky, but we're going to see, like we saw here, some really weird janky stuff, especially if the rest of the world is just fed up with the dollar, the U.S. politics, and everything else.
Short the dollar.
Yeah.
Short the dollar.
It really is. There really is.
Short into though.
Yeah. Where do you short into? Where are you trying to go with your short? Is the real question, right? It's all about moving.
What's UAE use?
I don't know.
They seem to have money over there.
Let's actually again.
There's actually a lot of developing going over there.
There's tons. Well, there's definitely they're definitely not killing innovation like we're doing here.
Yeah, definitely a hotbed over there.
Well, let's get into the Bitcoin chart though, because I know you had your take. What do you think about Bitcoin right now?
Okay, yeah, I was just looking at it. So on the daily from like beginning of 2023 going up to where we're at now, so far the last the last couple rises we've had since the beginning of January to, let's say, 51 days from about January, it's 53%. And then we dipped that back down there about mid March, and we came back up another month later, 51% move. And right now we're kind of hitting at least the bottom trend line that I have drawn, and I'm projecting another 50-ish% move over the next month, and that's going to bring Bitcoin to right around 40K.
So you think with the fundamentals and with everything that's happening out there,
Yep.
you think that it's just noise right now?
Yep. Mm,
By the way, is
100%.
this kind of like your trend line right here?
Hold on. Correct. That is correct. That's what I'm doing.
Yep. So you're
Right on the
testing.
money.
It's kind of like I didn't have a trend line. I again, guys, my charting is like I could trend line everything, but I try to keep I have several different Bitcoin charts, though. I should actually admit that as well. That do actually have a trend line, but I try to keep what I'm looking at things very simple.
Simple, yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
I
trend
got
lines.
rays. I got one chart for like all the rays and everything, and then I got one that's just like simple.
Yeah, but I was
Because
gonna
it's
say,
like,
look how it lines
it's
up to
hard to
Chicken
look at.
Taco's trend line here. My top of my transparent box that I've been pointing out for this chart specifically just lines up exactly to where it wicked down to and tested as support. Right, it wicked right
Yeah.
down to it. It just, guys, it's like trend.
It just seems like if we follow the same pattern again, we're looking at least somewhere around a 50% move up in the next month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with all the FUD, because I think people will be like, Gary, screw Gary. He's just noise.
Do you think? Yeah, I was gonna ask you for Mr. Ginsler, the SEC, with their lawsuits. Do you think they have a chance in hell in actually, like, because there's, okay, first, it's kind of hard, and I don't want, it's hard because I want to get into details of this. I don't have much time, though. Honestly, I don't. But for each Binance US, and I think I really wish people would clarify this a lot more when they talk about the lawsuit for Binance. It's not Binance, it's Binance US. It's one and the same because they are like, there is some truth to like the operational overlap and stuff like that. There really is. But it's very different lawsuits that's being pursued right now. I think it's really, I think that the more thing that I want to talk about is in a broader conversation is I think it's really funny how the SEC has not gone after the tokens directly as security. Instead, since they're losing, in my humble opinion, their effort against XRP when they've tried to do it in the past, they are indirectly attacking these token listings and tokens by going after the exchanges and calling those securities and actually setting a precedence with their unregistered broker kind of argument rather than going after the actual tokens themselves. Because I would beg to differ. Like when like Cardano was listed, I correct me if I'm wrong. I think on um, both arguments. I think might have just been Coinbase or one of the other or Binance. But from what I remember, the original token listing or sell for the token never happened in the US. It happened under Japanese or Japan's regulation, and they followed that to a T. So again, I feel, to not go into many other examples, but there is many others, especially being cosmonauts, right? Adam is like, I think they have a very weak case in calling any one of these securities. I look at them more as commodities. Now, as I say that, I do think there are some some truth to the conversation that they have properties that could resemble the outdated old definition of what a security is, but like it's like saying that to apples and oranges. Hell, it's like saying that to apples and fucking baseball bats. They're not even fucking a food, and like it's not the same thing, right? Like you can't even compare the same thing because the securities definition or the Howey test and how they do that stuff, like this technology, all of this stuff wasn't even around when they even made that definition. So it's like you can't even really compare it. It's like having a food taster come and criticize like technology. Like, what the fuck do you know? about that. Like, you can't. Anyway, that's just kind of my 2 cents about the thoughts. And I think it's really funny, like to kind of draw it all back to your original point. I think it's definitely gonna have its effects. But I do think that you're not gonna kill Bitcoin. I do think the one thing that you didn't see on either one of those was Ethereum and or Bitcoin being brought up at all. You didn't see Bitcoin's reference at all in the. I didn't read the entire lawsuit, but you didn't see it get brought up once. So Bitcoin, if like you were saying with stocks and stuff like that for the crypto market, if people are in, like if you look at the total, right, total one, total two, or total one, total two, total three, like if you look, that's not it. If you look at these, right, a lot of this billions of dollars, like this excludes Bitcoin and ETH, total three. I think it's at $333 billion. If it shakes that branch of the crypto market, well, all of that liquidity can go right into total two and total one, thus driving. Again, this is just my extrapolating like thought point, like I'm just pulling it out, right? Just going down the rabbit hole. It could go in and boost up total one and total two, which is Ethereum and Bitcoin. So, like Chicken Tacos is saying, I could actually see like that maybe being the case. Like, forget all that other the US exchanges and the US market are part of the market when it comes to crypto is not like the end all be all, just like the rest of the world, right? We talk about the traditional muggle markets, like we're not the center of the world. We might be for now the reserve currency of the world, but we're not the only liquidity in the world, and we're
I think
not.
like Singapore and probably the UAE, probably crypto central right now.
Yeah, Singapore, Hong Kong,
Korea's
Korea,
been, yeah.
yeah, India, like all these other Russia,
India's being huge. Like
bro.
I need to find the chart for like where America's way behind Russia. I mean, pretty much that we don't have very much mass adoption as far as I think more and more people are getting into it, but we're still lagging behind.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I think more and more people are getting into it. They're just making it harder and harder for people to actually
to get it.
to
Really.
yeah, self custody. I guess I just
Mm.
want to wrap it up and say, because we could wrap it up on this, but I don't have much time. If you're in, guys, already, please,
Get it in
especially
great
right now
little
with
hands.
Coinbase, Binance US, and all these other exchanges, when you purchase something, do not self custody. Move it off immediately, please. We've seen examples with BlockFi, Celsius, all of them. Like, what was the other one? Good God, I forget the other
FTX.
one. Yeah, move them off, guys. Move them off and put them in your self custodial cold wallets.
Wallet.
Yep, put it in there, guys.
Be
Because
careful what you share your MetaMask and whatever else you're using, because don't fall for scams, because they're out there hot right now.
All out there right now.
All over.
Yeah.
They're making loot.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they
They
are.
are, 'cause
Make
people
sure what you
often-
get cooties, because you don't want some of
Yeah.
those cooties.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that I think you might have a I think there might be a lot of truth, especially if you come down to the 200 SMA. Like we're getting closer. Like if we just go sideways within this range here of 25, 2, and 28. Again, like I've said many times, I think that'd be a good thing long term. Like if we just go sideways here, I wouldn't be mad at it at all. The 200 SMA would come up to it. Like you guys got to remember all these oscillators and indicators and things that we use on our charts. Like they're all moving, right? They're alive. The charts are alive. They're all moving and growing and evolving and stuff like that. So as we kind of just range here and go sideways, I like to see the 200 SMA creep up and meet along with price action. That'd be really, really good. We can see ourselves, bouncing off it, using it as a springboard of support. If you go back and take a look at a previous structure, you can see the previous bull market's not a really good representation of it, but you can see that when we came out of the Corona dump, we came down and glanced at the 200 SMA like twice before. And even in, like back here, which I think is a better representation of what's going on. Look at how many times, like, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the daily time frame. Look at the 200 SMA here. Look at how many times we came down, and I'm sure that same conversation is being had every single time we touched that 200 SMA. Like, oh, it's dead. It's over. It's dead. It's over. Guys, this was a bull market. This is like the entire time. Look at how many times people got shook out of that tree. That's when I look at this, that's all I can think of. Is like the real conviction that people had to have to make a lot of money. And like if you look at this, right? Like, God dang, if you
Is
got
that?
in
Oh my god!
right there to the top, that was 7,946%. But I bet so many people right here, tacos, probably got in right there, saw it come
And
down to here
brought,
maybe, and only saw 77, and then got out here and like they shook themselves from it so
yeah,
many times.
put it away and forget about it for a little
Yeah,
bit,
DCA with
for a
money
couple
that's not going to
years.
affect you over a long period of time, and get it off the exchanges and out of sight, out of mind.
Do you
If you're an
personally have a
investor,
lot of
act
your
like it.
stuff? Do you have personally have moved a lot of your stuff into custodial,
Hell yeah,
like
hell
your
yeah.
own
The only thing
off
that's on hot
Coinbase?
wallets right now, there's stuff that I like. If something weird was to happen, I'm not affected.
So
And
like
it's,
even your exchange, like
yeah, but no,
funds.
no, no, no. My exchange money, no. Some like I have thousands of dollars on some like on Coinbase right now. But like again, don't compare. Like I will say, guys, don't compare my. If I ever say stuff like that, don't compare me and your guys' positions or anybody else's positions
Mm,
to your positions. It's everybody's individual risk tolerance is yours to deal with, right? I might have hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting on hot wallets, but you got to remember, it's like not to sound fucked up, but it sounds fucked up. But like that might be the same equivalent to somebody else's hundred
yeah,
dollars hot
yeah,
wallet.
that's your acceptable level of risk.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
like,
that's going to be different for everybody.
yeah, my risk tolerance, like I have thousands of dollars on Coinbase. I have some sitting on my capital wallet on on
I just wondered
osmosis.
if you had moved some stuff off because I
I
I had
have.
some I had some Atom and some Bitcoin sitting on Coinbase, and I was just gonna kind of DCA and leave it on there, but I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get this off there right now.
Yeah. Yep. I have my stable and USD on there, but any crypto boop comes right off. Because here's another thing too, right? If you're on there with like USD, especially USD, right? Like actual US dollars, as far as depositors go and stuff like that, like it, look like you got to look at uh like BlockFi, Celsius and all these other um you know the legal proceedings depending on where you are with your liquidity and how that liquidity was sitting there, you are going to be first in line if you actually had like physical US dollars to receive back that money. You are better well protected than actual crypto. You know what I mean? You will get that. You
It's a
will
good
be
point.
because their insurance, especially not BlockFi, they have insurance things, but it's more obviously because the regulations and stuff like that with the insurance companies. Easier to deal with when it's because that's what they're gonna look. Well, okay, if everything goes and hits the fans for Coinbase, all right, we had insurance per our if you have guys have ever not a lot of people don't do this, but if you ever actually read the terms and conditions and what happens and blah blah blah, if you actually have USD on there, it's been a while, so this actually might have changed. But if you had USD on there, as far as their proceeding goes on how that actually gets mediated and returned back to accredited investors or depositors, right? Because that's what you're looked at if you have money on that exchange, you're going to be if you have USD, treated and taken care of first before crypto assets. So that's why, like, I'll use my USD and I have someone stable just because, like, some of them got better trading pairs and stuff like that. But that's why I sit in USD there more than anything else. But if I buy crypto, it's off. When I get it, it's moved off immediately. Immediately.
I
Anyway.
know on a lot of people that like I have a few friends that are just like lightly into crypto,
Mhm.
and they keep. I told them forever, get your stuff. They're like staking their Atom on Coinbase. I'm like, why are you doing that? You're getting like 6%.
Mhm.
You could be getting 18, and they have
Yep.
it,
Yeah, I try to tell
not
people
you.
that too. It's convenience, man. It's people don't
Yeah,
want to do it for themselves, but it's not that hard.
it's not that hard, no.
It's really not. Let's move on real quickly, guys. So yeah, I think yeah, still a DCA the other day, my Thursday passive DCA, right? Um, looking to DCA for Maneki here soon. Some more Bitcoin, some more ETH. Um, Guys, let's go into Adam. Adam's down 0.79%. It's down now to $9.36, guys. I'm just going to briefly go through this real quickly because I honestly, I really don't have too much time. I got to help around the house today. I'm not interested, like I said many, many times before, guys, until 750, 615, 460, and yes, 80 cents. Look at how low that, I hope you guys can see it. Look at how low that goes. Here's the chart right there. Being real with you. Look at those dotted lines. That's the next level of interest for me, at least. Um, Secret, it's just a weird chart. It's up 5.61%, but like look at that chart. Um, Juno, shout outs to the Juno community, and shout outs to the team which I am part of that is trying to work to revitalize and restructure Juno. There's a lot of work. I want to say this right now. I'm not trying to give anybody hopium, but I'm telling you guys right now, for everybody that's on that team, everybody that has been working hard, um, there is a lot of work being put out right now between core members and community members and developers and validators that are within the space. There's like 20 something of us right now that are working towards something to try to get Juno on the right choo tracks. And I can't speak too much, and I don't want to put too much out there right now.
Choo-choo tracks.
Yeah, but I'm being real. Like I know, guys, I know, and trust me, we all know, and you guys know me. I've been trying for a long time to get to you know help Juno, the Juno community, because I think there's a lot of permissionless smart contract application, guys. There's really not a lot of permissionless smart contract plays that are out there, especially regardless. Fuck, like honestly, forget. Oh, I just hit myself in the face with this microphone. But forget everything like that anybody tells you. Like think about it. There's not many permissionless smart contract applications in crypto that you can, without anybody's permission, come and develop and deploy upon within the space. And since we've been talking about securities that can actually stand on its own 2 feet with that narrative and say there was no sale,
100% airdrop.
100% airdrop. So yeah, we have stuff that we need to iron out, but there's so much potential there. The security, the effectiveness, the cost to deploy on a smart contract that is permissionless and doesn't have that that risk of security ever being a thing, right? Like, is very valuable in itself. So, like, I get it, but at some point, if you have not got into Juno, this is specifically talking to I get it. It's a different conversation if you guys are holding, especially from the fucking top right now. Like, that's different. But if you have not, fuck all that noise that a lot of other people have made. If you have not even got into anything, I would not at least think about or do your homework. You got to do you on a long-term investment. I'm just saying, right?
It's plus at the price right now. I mean, even if it's a great place to DCA, if you're down a little bit, I know it's
yeah. You just got to you got to look at it as an investor, as a real
you
investor.
Get 3 Juno for $1.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean, right around, give or take.
It's insane. I know a lot of people in the past would have loved to have gotten 3 Juno for $1 in the past.
I know. Yeah. So I mean, I was buying 15 and 25.
Yeah. All right, guys. Evmos down 3.28. Osmosis down 51 cents, down 1.26. Like, oh, do you talk about hard charts too? Like, Juno's not the only. Look at this, guys.
Evmos
Juno. Look, first off, let's take a look at the big ones. Look at this, guys. From the top for secret, and I'm doing this to be fair. 96.75%. Like for Juno, definitely it was much higher. You got to go fucking really high up here. Was it 40 something? Let's actually see from 40 something dollars. It was like 45. It's 44.5, right? Whatever. To where it is right now. That's 99. It's hard for sure. It's now 99%. Evmos, guys. From there, this is just eyeballing it, by the way. 96%. Osmosis. What was Osmosis's high? Like $10, $9?
Yeah, 10ish. I think it was over $10.
Yeah, it was. Well, we'll do $10 to where it is right now. 94%. So again, guys, it's not like was it 12? Okay, so still okay. It would have been probably like 96. So like, Juno's definitely hit some of the hardest for sure. but like it's not the only fucking like I hate when people
Yeah.
like Juno this bad chain. Like guys, it's not the only one. You know, come on.
Juno Bad Jane.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's what I
Gosh.
got real quickly. I do want to show you guys the Osmosis platform really fast, and then I want to just give a quick shout out to two other platforms. Oops, let me show you guys Osmosis info. Boom. Let's take a look at some of these tokens. Kuji down,
Buying some Kuji today.
bro. I'm so bullish on Kuji. I got some. If you guys don't know, I got some news about Kuji too. Let's take a look.
When we get that. Come on.
It was supposed to be today, but I don't want to put any.
Oh,
Dad had some personal stuff he had to deal with his family. I'm not gonna say like what it is, but so we rescheduled it to meet probably this weekend or by Monday. But like it's pretty much, I think we're both in. I don't want to speak before anything, but I think I can confidently say a couple of things in a little bit. Akash Network up 3% right now. Shout out to Akash, guys. We've been
yeah,
talking
check
about
that
Akash.
chart out. Is badass.
Yeah. Look at Secret on Osmosis up 12%. Get out of here, Secret.
Who?
Are you
Why?
serious? Guys,
Why?
Stride up 7.59%. Maneki, we did just get some more exposure the other day. I think Stride, like again, I've been really, really critical,
Yeah.
and I'm still really, really critical about liquid staking protocols. But let's be very honest right now. I actually do think if Cosmos is to survive, you might as well just buy Stride. Like, you know how like everybody's trying to do chicken dogs, like everybody's trying to do these over collateralized everybody's trying to do over collateralized stable, like bring it like a stable to their platform, like, oh, we're gonna over collateralize it with other things in the Cosmos sequel. Just fucking buy Stride. Because that's the liquid staking protocol. And like if you look at it, yeah, if you look at Lido and ETH, if you could have bought the Lido token, like if you could have invested in the Lido,
oh my god,
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I honestly like I will say this right now. There's so many caveats to this. Like I do want to definitely like stress practice proper risk management, do your own research. I'm probably going to be buying even at this price point right now a lot more Stride. I want more exposure for Maneki, for myself. Look at this cup and handle pattern happening right now. Look at this on the daily time frame. Look at this freaking thing. I'm just saying. Like you might, if Cosmos survives, Stride. Just buy Stride. Don't even buy Atom. Buy Stride. I mean, buy Atom, but like everything's gonna get paired to fucking to a liquid staking derivative. Everything's gonna go to Stride. Any other competitor, and I'm not trying to talk bad about like Quick and all these other things, persistence and stuff like that. But let's be real. You're talking about it, like Chicken Taco says, it works.
It works. This is what they set out to do. They brought it, and it works.
And they're shipping.
Yep. Like Kuji.
Yeah, like Kuji.
Kuji. Like, hey, our whole platform works. It's easy to use, and look, we have all this stuff.
Yep.
And super low supply. No, hardly inflation. And the inflation you do get, I'm super bullish on Kuji.
What was the Lido? What is the Lido DAO on KuCoin, right? That's the one you could have got. Lido.
LDO.
LIDO?
No, LDO.
Is it LDO or is it LIDO?
It's LDO.
LDO.
Should be. Okay. LDO USDT.
On Binance. There we go. Like if you looked at like holy crap, hold on.
Yeah, about 43 cents was the low way back in.
Yeah, it's at 221 right now.
June. Yeah.
Like, dude, guys, come on. And at the lowest point that it ever got to, yeah, it was like 40 whatever cents. Yeah.
40-ish.
Let's just go on average, 43 from where it's at right now. Guys, you ripped a 400% gain from where we are right now. Like at the highs.
What's the
you
thing
ripped up to like 648% gains.
What's staking APR on Stride is like, I think in the 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Injective, by the way.
Yeah, Injective too.
We got Maneki got some exposure to Injective as well. Like, bro, by the way, Flick's up 13.42%. Shout outs to that. That's amazing stuff right there. Let's talk about Kuji. I do want to say real quickly, guys. I'm pretty confident that we're partnering up with the Kuji platform. You know, not like, and you guys know how we do with partnerships and stuff like that. But Yeah, dude, the Kuji platform, guys, is just
It's
phenomenal.
all there. It's
Yeah,
all
dude,
there.
chicken tacos. Do you see those new Kuji? Those Kuji guys, shout outs. Let them know. Show Dead Right, guys, the little emotes that we got to show them some love. If you guys got a subscription, if you guys got that at all, you guys should be seeing that you guys can use now this little Kuji emote. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
It kind of matches up with the whole Maneki vibe.
Yeah, it does. It's
Yeah.
meant to be. It's
Yeah.
meant to be.
I like.
Actually, little alpha for you guys here. Okay, I wasn't planning on doing this either. Here's some alpha for you guys. I know. Everybody's like, look out for the new NFT. It's gonna be fucking dope. You guys know what? I hate to say this because there's already an Oni. There's Oni validators. We know how we feel about that and stuff like that. But you know, like the Japanese Oni devils and art and the
Yeah.
Manekis. So guys, it's gonna be that vibe. You guys are gonna love it. It has. I'll give you a little alpha, okay? And you guys know too, utility. I'm all about it. Has to do some shit. But like I've learned a lot. I am aiming to dust. I know a lot of people are gonna laugh about this, but I'm just being real, right? Shoot for the stars, land on the moon. I'm aiming to dust bad kids with this art. Anybody else with this art, with this style, with what it does. Bad kids doesn't do shit, by the way. Um, but like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be releasing some like alpha bits and pieces for you guys to like nibble on. I'm super excited about it. I know it might not be lit, but guys, launching the bear doesn't matter what kind of product you have. Like some people are like, no, launch it only when it's in the bull market because blah blah blah. Guys, if you guys got something good, doesn't matter, just launch. Anyway, haven't even got to spoke to Dad about this, but yeah, be on the lookout, guys. Just gonna let you guys know. IBC gang. Maneki, Kuji,
Let's go.
it's gonna be fucking dope. It's gonna be dope.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. But yeah, like so I'm
Yeah.
slowly DCing more and more into Kuji as well.
Look at that wick to 150. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
That's 100x from here almost.
dude. There's a couple of really good ones. Injective. Shout outs to Injective. Like Injective up 1.72. We got some exposure to Injective as well, guys, as far as Maneki goes. Really like
Yeah,
really
Injective's
like
gonna
this
be.
space.
Yeah, I need to explore that some more too.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
Flicks.
that Kujira humming bot. I need
Oh
that.
yeah.
I need that in my life right now.
There was one that I wanted to see that was actually up today. Some Air is up 9. You know what? You know what? The one thing I hate, the stuff that I just want to finish on this conversation piece. But the one thing I hate recently has been like the stuff that I'm really like. I like other than Umi. I will say Umi has been really catching my attention with their realistic like stance on what they present as a product and like what they offer. Um, I think that's why they've captured so much TVL, right? Is because it's like when you look at like excuse me functions and platforms like theirs, you usually see like these like drastic, like unrealistic value grabs. Like, oh, we're gonna give you this much in returns, and like when you look at Umi, it's like, oh, you get like what, like zero point 0.2 for your stuff. Like, but it's stable, it's real, it's like obtainable, realistic, sustainable. It's reasonable, right? Like so. I think that's why I really like Umi, and they're developing, right? They're always pushing. They're part of the new Taboo thing. I think they're all kind of like meshed together. But other than Umi, Sommelier, I really hate the fact that a lot of the stuff that I want to get into is outside the grass for the US. Uh,
Yeah, that really sucks. Like Archway looks
Archway
cool.
sucks. What's the one that just launched? Neutron
Neutron, yeah.
sucks, man.
Harbor,
Harbor
you couldn't get
sucks.
that.
Now, not telling you guys to do stuff. There's ways to, whatever. But yeah, like,
It's
geez
all because of
Louise.
Gary.
Yeah.
Freaking Gary. Did you see the meme where he was talking about Gary was gonna sue Chuck E. Cheese for illegal token sales?
Right? I mean, seriously,
I
what the
mean,
hell?
it's like that ridiculous.
Yeah. So if I buy tokens from the token
Oh,
machine
I'll have to
over
post
there and I
that.
go play games, because I will get tickets. Is those tickets securities?
Yep.
Because that's what it is. It's freaking ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Soon everybody move to Malta. Smith says, what
Hey,
NFT? When?
I
Where?
would move
What
to
can we see?
Malta. My wife would move there for sure.
Ah, man, we've definitely been talking about some things. Look at Umi, guys. Talking about Umi, it's up 6.85%. I know you guys can see that. Look at Umi right now, 6.85%. Shout outs to Kajira. Shout outs to Stargaze. Shout outs to Umi. Shout outs to Hua Hua. I know they're down right now, 5.58%. But guys, shout outs to Maneki V1, V2 holders. Guys, don't think that I didn't forget about you. V2 holders, guys, we're still doing things here. We're just waiting for some things to innovate and be deployed before we say anything more. We actually do have a treasure. If you guys, a lot of people aren't, I don't know. I feel shitty about saying this. A lot of people just don't care to look. But I'm like also very tired of always having to explain things sometimes. And plus, like, I want people to get educated and like educate themselves and kind of do some digging too. But if you guys don't know, Beneki V2 also, like, just so you
Snapshot.
know, I've never taken anything from that too. There's like, look at the wallets. We're staking a lot of that right now as well into Atom. I know, guys, but like, we're guys, we've got big things happening for that too. Um, but that's what I got. That's what I got for today, guys. I can't stay on long. I stayed on longer than I 25 minutes over than what I wanted to. I'm sorry for everybody that didn't get. I sent out the rewards for Community Game Day earlier this morning. So again, it was Chad and JR that won. So we sent some stars. Thanks to Cosmos Spaces. Again, I want to give a humongous shout out and thank you to Cosmos Spaces for helping me promote the Cosmos ecosystem and its
Woo
people.
woo.
I want to shout out Kujira. You guys need to take a look at Kujira. IBC Gang is going to be doing great things with Kujira. Stargaze, guys know I love the Stargaze platform. I love NFTs. I love like the fucking start nurturing ICS 721 people. Come on, Cosmos Hub, get with it. All you DeFi platforms too, start figuring out how to incorporate NFTs. But yeah, guys, really appreciate all of you guys. My twin brother is streaming Diablo, so I'm gonna give you guys on over to my brother on Twitch right now. Everybody in Twitterland, I really appreciate you guys. Love to the Cosmos ecosystem. Love to all of you investors. Love to the IBC
Thanks,
gang.
everybody.
I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay in profits. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell everybody that you don't know and do know about IBC gang.
Mm-hmm.
We try to keep it real.
Let's blow it up.
Let's blow it up, guys. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Later.
Later, alligators. Later, chicken tacos.
Later.